Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So firstly, sorry about any background noise you hear. Over the past, I think it's a few months, I've collected the odd item. I don't use up items very quickly, so there isn't too many items here, but there is more than one, I promise you. And I just sort of wanted to go through, tell you what I've used up, whether I'll buy them again, whether I have bought them again, because some of these things have been in here for a fair amount of time and so have been used again, so that makes sense. So I'm just going to go through. I've used up all these items. There aren't any items in this like video that are ones that I've not gone on with, because I buy things with an intentional purpose, or I get things, so typically there isn't really anything that I need that's like I've bought and won't ever use. Like I bought that foam facial cleanser, and even though I probably won't use it on my face again, I know I can use it in ASMR videos, so again I can have some good use for it. So a lot of the things I buy are intentional. I don't throw away things until they've gone like past their expiry date or I no longer want them but I can't donate them. So for example, the other day I put a few lip glosses in the bin. They were quite a few years old, but for some reason I'd held on to them, even though I definitely wasn't going to wear them and I shouldn't. But I eventually got away to throwing those, and yeah, I'm just gonna get into the few items that I have. First thing is Garnier micellar water. This was the big ass 8-pounder, as in like £8. It costed £8, or at least it retails for £8. I actually got this for £5. Well, technically I didn't pay for this at all. It was from Tesco when I was with my nana and she bought it for me. So it's great. I did have the money with me, so I could have paid for it, but she paid for it. This, like, I had a very small one, and then I think I bought this one. I think I went on and bought the big one just because micellar water, very nice to take off your makeup. It's I'm trying to look at for ingredients. Oh, there. Like, it's a lot of hydrating products. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ingredients in this, and one of them is water, so it's very nice. I got the one that cleanses and soothes, no rinsing required. I could get the one that mattifies, but I didn't want to go for that one just because I thought, oh, could it cause my skin to break out, so I went for the soothes because I thought it's not going to be like damaging to my skin, whereas with the mattifying one it's bound to have something that's like alcohol type related in. Like, I might purchase the mattifying one, but I definitely don't need it, and I know that in the winter months I wouldn't get use out of it because my skin is on the drier side. Like, I do have like a dry patch sort of like on my chin area, like at the bottom of my chin, and I just know that my skin is genuinely a lot drier, less oily. Like, there's still some oil there, but it's drier. So going with the Soothe one is good. Would I repurchase this? Yes. I bought the 3. It's what's the £5 bottle, but I believe I got it for 3, or it's about £5 originally. So I have repurchased it. I didn't have the money to repurchase the full big one, but I don't wear makeup too often, so I knew that it wasn't really worth buying this. And I know that if I do sort of get low, I can always just purchase it. Like, if I'm on the lower side and I see it's on offer, then I will purchase it then. Like, let's say I was to have like that much left in the bottom, like I know I can get quite a couple of uses out of it at least. So if it was on offer at the time, I'd buy it. But if it got a little bit lower, like even if it got to like there and I saw it on offer, I'd still be more likely to buy it because I'd know I'd use it in due course. So there's that. I also finished the e.l.f. Poreless Base Primer. This is my second one of these. I've asked for it for Christmas because all the makeup that I've asked for Christmas is literally just my regular makeup. I don't want anything that's like any new eyeshadow palettes and nothing like that. I just wanted my basics, the ones I use, like the foundation I use, the mascara I use. I've literally just asked for the ones that I'm enjoying. So, but would I repurchase this? Yes. If I don't get it for Christmas, then I will purchase it out of my own money, off of Superdrug, because there's bound to be something else that I can buy from Superdrug as well as this to take it up to over the £10 and get free delivery. So yeah, works well for me. I like it and I would repurchase. The next thing is this sort of like mini or like travel size. Would it be classed as travel size? Yeah, because it's 30ml. Of the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. The reason why I bought this like tiny one is because I'd never tried it before, and just because I didn't have the full like £20. I think it was like £21 that it was on offer at on Feel Unique. So I only went for the miniature one because I believe this is usually 12, but I got it for 8 or something around that. I have since then purchased the big one, so I do own that. So the answer of would I repurchase? Yes, because I have done, and I've got the bigger one and I love it, and I've still got loads left of my big one, so I know I don't need to worry about it. But also because I hadn't purchased the all-nighter before, I wanted to buy a small one so that if I didn't like it, at least I hadn't paid too much money on it either. So yeah. Then I used up the Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation. As you can see, it's fully like used up. There is nothing in there, like nothing. Like you might see that like the bit you see at the bottom isn't actually like foundation. It's literally just like, you know, like the odd speckle. Like I fully used this up. Granted, yeah, you can see a bit of foundation inside, so I probably could have used a little bit more, but yeah, I love this foundation. I have another different bottle of this foundation, and I think I'm maybe halfway through that bottle, possibly 3/4 of the way, and I have asked for this foundation for Christmas because for me, because I don't have the greatest amount of money, I don't want to purchase like the odd like new foundation that's like 20 quid. I even am worried to buy one that's like 9 quid. Because I don't want to buy something, find it doesn't work for me, and then find I'm like £9 out of pocket, because it's like, no. Like I have sort of, not recently, but in like the past probably like 2 months, 3 months, I did chuck away the another Rimmel foundation, but it was a breathable one. I threw that away because it was a shade that I didn't find myself enjoying. It wasn't one that sort of truly complimented me. It wasn't one that made me feel like truly good in terms of like how I looked with the makeup. So I did throw that away with like only half of it being used. But it's also not as though I could have giving it to anyone because it was a doe foot applicator, and so obviously bacteria and everything. But I love this foundation. Again, I've asked for this for Christmas. I do have a bottle that's part used, so yeah, and I would definitely recommend this foundation. I love it, and I think it is like £8 or something, £8-9, so it works really nicely. And I first got this I've had this for months, like in this box for months. I think I actually first got this one for my prom. Like the bottle that I'm currently using now, I think I got right towards the start of the year. I think maybe before COVID. And then used this up like right at the start, so I had been using it for longer than, actually I think I might have finished this on the 24-month mark. Yeah, I think I finished this on like the 24th month mark, which would have been about June time, May, June time that I use this up, so yeah. But again, I don't wear makeup like too often. Okay, now this product I never actually fully used up, I don't think, but I hadn't used it in that long that it smelt off. Like it had 12 months on. I owned this before I moved to this house, and I moved here just over 2 years ago, and I put this in like the summertime, so it was definitely past its 12 months and it just didn't smell nice anymore, and I didn't feel comfortable sticking it on my skin. So this isn't finished up, but yeah. Would I repurchase? The concealer was alright. I would repurchase the concealer, but I don't wear concealer anymore. I feel like I don't need it. I prefer the thing is my eyes, under my eyes aren't like really aren't dark, so I don't find myself having the need to wear concealer. And also because I feel like when I don't wear concealer, like even though you can tell I'm wearing makeup, it gives more of like a natural finish, a natural feel, like I'm wearing less. Whereas when I've got concealer under my eyes, it feels like quite heavy and more noticeable. So like when I did the very glam Christmas makeup look, because I had something heavy on, like even underneath my eyes, because there was the old glitter speck, it felt heavy and I didn't like it. So I don't wear concealer for that reason. Like there's nothing wrong with concealer. If you wear concealer, that's perfectly fine. I just don't, because I just think it looks a little bit more natural without concealer, and I think my makeup looks perfectly fine without it, so I don't, to be honest, it's just a preference. Like it's the personal preference really, that's all I can say. But those were the 5 items that I used up. Like I said, I don't use those things very often, so there wasn't much to it. And I will be starting my collection again for like empties, for an empties video in the future. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy Vlogmas, like day 19 of Vlogmas. See you guys for day 20. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to smash a massive thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below, because we are trying to get this channel to 360 subscribers by the end of December. If you leave a comment, let me know any videos you want to see from me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.